Hey everyone, Jamie Pate. Welcome to yet another video. I'm so glad you are here. And today I'm kind of working a little bit with ScrapbookCom, who's just released 2 new paper pads. You've seen me use these quite often before. I'll tag down below some other videos that I've done using their smooth cardstock. There's an A2 size, there's the ever so popular Slimline size. And what's so special about these? Well, if you like brights, you're gonna love these because they are bright and beautiful and perfect for a brand new season. I have taken the brights and I've kind of course, put my own style on it, which is exactly what I want you to do too. Put your spin on it and make it yours. But hey, if you'd like to get a jump start on how to use the brights, I've got a card here in this video that I'd love to show you how to do. So thank you so much for being here. So like I said, ScrapbookCom has several exclusive smooth cardstock paper pads. This is just one of them. This is the brights, brand new colors. And you're going to find these colors are so bright and vibrant and vivid. It's like, hello, the 80s called and they'd like their colors back. So this is the A2 pad. And there's also the Slimline pad, which is all of them perfect for card fronts, for your scrapbook pages, for die cutting, for your traveler's notebooks. I mean, obviously paper. The possibilities are absolutely endless. So today what I want to do is take the A2 size and kind of think a little bit outside the box. I like to play with different ideas for card making instead of just always the traditional, have the card open front. I just like to kind of change it up a little bit. So that's what we're going to do today. Let's get started. So you can see here, I have grabbed a piece of vellum, 8.5 by 11 size vellum. It's going to be cut down. Of course, I'm going to use the bright smooth cardstock in the A2 size. And to start, I'm going to grab my scoreboard by We Are Memory Keepers. This is the scoreboard and cutter. So comes in complete convenience for what we're going to work on today. What I'm going to do is make a vellum envelope for one of the A2 cards to fit inside of. I think I'm going to grab this pink here towards the back. And it's already, the whole idea of it, right? It's already cut to size. But I'm going to make an envelope for it to kind of slip inside of. I want a little bit of the edge to show. I'm just going to kind of tone down the color a little bit because just to be honest with you, I'm not a big color girl. So I'm kind of like one little toe at a time creeping into the cold water here with the brights. But I'm going to have fun with it. So this is what we're going to do. Okay, with my 8.5 by 11 size vellum, I'm going to cut this down to 4 1/4 by 6.5. Then on 3 sides, I'm going to score at 1/2 inch. So I'm just going to turn these on each side, line them up to my inside edge and just score along the halfway mark. And then with vellum, you just want to be a little careful making your scores. Sometimes I am known to just completely crease the paper and actually cut it. So just be mindful of that when you are using vellum and creating score lines and then folding it. So this is going to be actually a little bit smaller than the A2 card. And that's okay. I'm going to actually be using 2 sheets of this A2 paper. I am sliding these into the folds of the envelope. You can see how that worked out. Then I'm going to add adhesive here on these 3 sides and then place another piece of the paper, which I'm going to go ahead and go with this brighter pink. It's just going to back up the envelope here and create a really nice closed-in envelope pocket. So I'm going to do that next. I'm using the 1/4 inch double-sided adhesive, also exclusive to ScrapbookCom. This isn't a favorite adhesive when I am creating closures that I want to guarantee are going to stay closed. It just adheres so well. It has a lot of tackiness to it. And so it's just one of my favorites. I'm just going to remove the backer to the adhesive and then carefully line up this back cover of the vellum envelope. And that just gives it, even though you can't see it, it just gives it a lot more sturdiness as an envelope backer. I'm going to grab another piece of my A2 Brights paper, the same as I already have in there. And this is going to need to be trimmed down just a tad because I just want it to be able to come in and out of my envelope really smooth. So I'm only going to take about 1/4 inch off the top and ever so slight, maybe an 1/8 inch off the long edge. And you're going to see how easily now that fits inside my envelope. I'm going to 1/4 inch round the side that is going to be exposed so that you can see that there's something extra in there to actually pull out. I decided to give my card tag a little more interest before putting it inside of the vellum tag. So I'm using a real different color, but I think it's going to work. This is Tattered Rose Distress ink, and I think it's going to give a real chalk-like appearance and show through the vellum with just enough to make it interesting and allow another layer to show through. So let's see this. Okay, I actually really like how this really soft Tattered Rose plays well with the super bright of this pink. So happy how that turned out. Let me see what it looks like now inside the vellum, and it just comes through. Can you tell? It's just ever so subtle, but it's really fun. I like that. So I have added a little label as sort of a tab so that it's easy to pull this card in and out of its envelope. Now I'm going to add some more embellishments to the front of this card and kind of finish it up. I have fussy cut these flowers out of a pink Paislee paper, and I'm going to use one of my favorite adhesives. This is the 1/4 inch foam double-sided adhesive that's exclusive to ScrapbookCom. You can cut it to any length you need for whatever project you're working on. And I just think that works out really well because you never know what size you need. It could be small, it could be large, and these just need a little rectangle to help pop them up. What we have going on here is quite a bit of dimension. With the 2 cards that are layered in here, the backer and the card itself, and then that polka dot, which is so fun and whimsical, and then having popped up these flowers, just giving them a little bit of extra dimension by gently pulling up their petals a little bit. Then I wanted to grab this Heidi Swapp Old School Oh Hey. Now the thing about this, it's a sticker on that side, so I'm going to kind of pop it up right there, and then I'm going to grab some more. Let's see, it should stick right here. Then I'm going to grab some more of the foam tape and kind of sneak it in underneath the hay here so that this also has great dimension on the card. Another thing we can do, one more element we can add is, I think I'm going to use this little journal card, and it can be popped in here as well and be the journal card for the card itself. So all this needs is another piece of double-sided tape. Take that backer off and add it there. And you have a really fun card made from the Brights, ready to give to somebody you love.